So, GM, my friends, how is it going? Welcome to another episode of Starkstream. And well, another week on Starknet is ending, and we're gonna celebrate it with a great session where we'll be touching on different topics such as the impressive the impressive growth when it comes to active developers on Starknet. We're gonna have a look at the latest Electric Capital's developers report, and we'll be discovering some good metrics that also interest Starknet. Besides that, we'll also be seeing how the latest v3 v0.13 Starknet version has brought some cool cost reductions in the network. And then we'll also be having a look at the different at some of the recent developments in the DApp scene, and then we'll also have our usual gaming magazine, and also we'll be definitely touching on more topics as well. So without much further ado, let's start our Stark stream, baby. So let me know how you feel, how you're doing, and we'll be starting immediately. GM, my friend, out something. How's it going? We're really looking forward to the next Ducks Everywhere's collections. Hopefully, it is very, very close. And yeah, also looking forward to seeing the weekly auctions resuming as well. So thanks a lot for coming. And yeah, catch up. Let's catch up very soon. So first of all, we'll be speaking about the Electric Capital's developer report, which is a report where basically this fund, Electric Capital, gathers a lot of information regarding development, developers. So they gather all the Web3, all or most of the Web3 repositories from GitHub, and they elaborate some cool analysis out of it. And so basically, I mean, they say that developers are a leading indicator of value creation and also a leading indicator of the health of the Web3 industry overall, or generally speaking. So, like, developers build apps that deliver value to users, killer apps attract customers, new customers bring more developers. It is a cycle, right? Because crypto is significantly open source, we have an unprecedented ability to measure this developer value creation flywheel in an emerging industry. So I really suggest you to have a look at this report. You can find the link in the description. And yeah, there are a lot of very interesting charts about developers activity on the whole space. But obviously we're gonna focus on some charts that were shared in this report. For example, this one that highlights the fastest growing ecosystems by overall monthly devs. And as you can see, Starknet ranks pretty high in such a chart with like an increase of 33 times. So 33 sorry x in monthly active developers, which is very positive. And then you can also find how Starknet positions itself in comparison to other projects in different charts. And yeah, definitely this is a must read report for people who are active in this space. Also, not only about Starknet, but regarding the whole Web3 space. And even though you're only active on Starknet, it is always good to know what the others are doing, right? And yeah, so you'll find the link to the report on the description, as I said. And obviously, such a chart regarding Starknet's growth in developers number was highlighted as well by the Starknet official account and by many personalities and key opinion leaders in the space. And yeah, this is another chart. I don't know if this was retrieved from the report by Electric Capital. Maybe it is from a data platform that I didn't manage to find, so I couldn't retrieve the source. But yeah, basically you can see that for the time being, also during the last month of the year, we saw an increase, like a yearly increase of 39% in active developers in the network. And if we take a 2 year stance, we had a 350% increase. So since basically Starknet inception, the the number of developers grew like more than 300%. There are also other chains that are performing pretty well in these metrics, but yeah, as you can see, Starknet is leading the race in this primitive. And yeah, so also that the version the mainnet version of v.13, we're gonna call it v13, like was obviously was deployed on the mainnet like a couple of weeks ago, and 10 days ago, more or less. And we can already see some like small but significant improvements in the cost reduction of gas fees. As you can see here, Eli Ben Sasson shared this screenshot of fees.com. The name should be like that. Maybe we'll check it out how they're doing right now. But when this snapshot was taken, Starknet was performing quite decently compared to other network. It is still a bit more expensive than other networks such as Optimism, ZK Sync Lite, and Arbitrum. Sorry, and yeah, actually, it is only more expensive than Optimism and ZK Sync Lite, because it is actually becoming cheaper than Arbitrum, and this is definitely a big and welcomed news. very welcoming news. And yeah, for example, Polygon DKVM, it has a very high low gas fee. And then also for sending tokens, Starknet is becoming cheaper and cheaper, in line with also the most performing chains. Also, decasing here, I think they don't quote the costs here because they're subsidizing the gas fees for the time being, most of it. So yeah, let me see if I can find like the current statistic about these metrics. In the meanwhile, let me know how you're doing. How was your week like? Okay, I found it. Let's see where Starknet is. Can find it. L2 fees. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, basically the statistics are quite similar to the one from the screenshot. So we have 53 so alpha dollar for swapping tokens and 17 cents for sending tokens to other addresses. And yeah, so in comparison with the other one, I mean, it is now a bit more expensive than Arbitrum, than Optimism. Yeah, it is strange because when that snapshot was taken, Starknet was performing as good as Arbitrum, if not better. But now Arbitrum has a definitely lower fees. So we still have a lot to do in these metrics, but I'm sure with also with the overall Ethereum L1's developments with Denkun and so on, fees will decrease gradually, but also very in a very fast way as well. So let's move to the next topic, which should be actually another good metric, another good website where you can monitor gas fees on Starknet. It is these websites developed by I think the Chinese Starknet community. There are two big Starknet communities in China, and they also created this cool website where you can see also how Starknet gas fees are doing, their comparison with Ethereum, and so on. So, for example, here we can see Starknet transfer gas for the time being costs $70. 17 cents. There are also like lower bottoms and higher peaks, I suppose. For example, right now is still 17. Then Starknet swap token gas, like it costs 83 cents. So definitely have a look at these websites, and you find the link in the comments. Sorry, in the description. Let me take a small drinking break. Okay, now we continue speaking about developers, and Omar Espejel from the Starknet Foundation worked on this very good thread that summarizes all the most important updates and resources that you have to follow if you're learning Cairo. Cairo, obviously, for those who don't know, is the programming language used for development on Starknet. And there are a lot of resources that can help uh, people on their first steps with Cairo in their journey. And for example, the Starknet book that was also updated a lot. We'll be speaking about that in a while. Then obviously, like the Cairo book. Then there are the practical exercises, Starklings, the Node Guardians quests. Then we also have like yeah, one of the most important resources is definitely the Cairo book, and this was a sort of like a coder's map. So first of all, you start with the first two chapters of the Starknet book, then you move to some practical exercises, and then you come back to the other chapters of the Starknet book. And there are also some references to additional documentations around the language. And yeah, and this is a very cool map. So start here, Starknet book, chapter 01, then Cairo book, practical exercises, then again Starknet book, and yeah, the end of the beginning. So if you're a dev, if you're like a dev beginning your journey on Starknet and using the Cairo programming language, this map can help you out a lot. And as I was saying, the Cairo book was updated a lot in the last month. And Frico Ben, who's one of the leading, like the repository manager of one of the repository manager of Cairo book, so one of the leading contributors to this important dev resource, has published a thread where he highlights the most important updates that were applied to the Starknet book during the past months. Let's have a look at them. So improvements in the storage chapter, clarifying the storage layout of auto-generated store imps and legacy maps. New chapter on ownership, introducing the concept of the linear type system, the rationale for this design related to the Cairo memory model, and more details about moving, copying, and dropping values. A chapter on Cairo's native hash functions and how to use them properly, refactor of the code listings to use anonymous generic implementation parameters, refactor of the section on trades for more clarity and better examples, new chapter on how to properly test components and their internals, improvements on the Starknet chapter, details on the new printin, and other sync-related macros. So migration from Cairo, from the Cairo versions before 2.3 to the 2.4, and then yeah, other updates as well. And yeah, another important news that you should know if you're a developer and if you also want to get some money, and so also to win some money by participating to an hackathon such as this one, which is the Winter Hackathon organized by Starknet, Starkware, and it's gonna take place on the Taikai's platform. And if you remember well, like last week, we discussed the Taikai's Starknet Exploration Hackathon that took place at the beginning of December. We highlighted the projects that took part in that session, and you can find the clip related to this analysis in our YouTube channel, and we also made a threads out of it. Sorry, like a long article plus the clip on Twitter. And yeah, we highlighted some of the projects that took place in the last one. And Taikai is back with the Starknet Winter Hackathon this time, and it's gonna be consisting in workshops, courses, and gems. So it is the best, the best events that can prepare you properly for its Ethereum Denver, and also for the Hacker House that will be taking place there, and the corresponding hackathon as well. So whether you're an experienced developer or simply a blockchain enthusiast, this hackathon welcomes everyone. So timeline: registration closes on the 29th of January, submission deadline on the 16th of February. So it will last during the first half of February. There are different tracks. So there are some tracks that were also present in the Starknet Exploration hackathon, such as Pragma Oracle, so dealing with the Pragma Oracle and the random verifiable number (VRF), and then the Herodotus Dev storage proofs as well, the Dojo gaming engine. Then we have a new track that wasn't present in the last Taikai's hackathon, which is Jedi Swap, the AMM, and then we also have Argent, the Argent wallet as well. I think there are also other projects. Let me see, because I remember, yeah, exactly. So there's also an Avenue track, the DeFi AMM's aggregator. Then there is, as I said, Argent track. There's also a Bravos track. So both Starknet wallets are represented. This is very, very cool. Then there's the Dojo track, the Giza track once again, the Herodotus track. Then there's the Jedi Swap track and the Pragma track. Okay. So if you want to participate, please sign up, and we wish you good luck. And yeah, as I said, you find both the clip about the last Taikai's hackathon, and also its corresponding long heads article on the comment section. Then speaking about Denver, there were some news related to Starknet presence during this very important event, one of the most important events in the Web3 space during the year. And yeah, so it was already been announced in the past weeks, but now it is fully official that there will be an Hacker House in Denver from the 22nd to the 27th of February, and you can still apply to it. So it's gonna be 5 days of competitive hacking, mentorship from Starknet leaders, and immersive workshops. And then before that, no, actually, after the Hacker House, so the day after the Hacker House ends, there will be the Stark City Denver conference organized by Topology, a gaming, a high-tech gaming laboratory, I would call it. Then Cartridge, the on-chain gaming company, and Influence, one of the most liked and beloved games on Starknet. And yeah, it's gonna happen on the 28th of February. So full day conference around on-chain gaming, account abstractions, Starks, and a deep dive into Starkware's exploration team projects. Very cool. There are different threads about this Starknet presence that we're gonna see in Denver next month. So now let's mention some of the most important developments that took place in the dApp scene during this week. We'll definitely not be able to cover all of them, but like just a couple of them, and I picked them randomly. So, for example, Fibrous, the another AMM, which is quite active on Starknet, introduced another destination feature, which is a swap and send feature that lets you swap and send tokens like with only one transaction. I suppose they leverage the power of multi-calls. There is a tech feature which is natively incorporated on Starknet that allows you to to include different actions in the same transaction, which results in lower fees and also in speed, right? Then we also have like yet another bridge, which is one of the products that are being developed by Green Labs, which is a DApp factory backed by Lambda class. And they've been working on this bridge powered by storage proofs for a while. And I played with it a couple of weeks ago as they introduced a private testnet first, and now the public one is open to everybody. So let's have a look and see how fast the yet another bridge is actually. And obviously it is still in testnet, so we need to verify if such performances will be maintained on the mainnet as well. So then, congratulations to Equibo, the Uniswap v3 v3 AMM on Starknet, and they reached $1 billion in cumulative volume, and they also introduced some updates that they reduced swap gas fees on their protocol. Then, yeah, another very interesting thing is that there are going to be a lot of like open source rewards, like a lot of rewards for open source contributors, for contributors and developers contributing to open source projects. And an example is that, for example, this month, like 300,000 Starknet tokens were like made available for the projects that are being led by the Starquest exploration team. For example, the Unruggable meme coins framework, which is a framework to ship like to issue meme coins or like speculative tokens in a safe way, in the sense that there would be a limitation to rug pools. Then like Madara, the Starknet sequencer, then the Cairo VM in Zig, which, if I remember well, it is a programming language which is very used for mobile. And then also the Satoru project, which is a synthetics platform that is being inspired by GMX. And so they're distributing a lot of Starknet tokens through the OnlyDust platform, which is a platform that helps contributors for open source projects, getting some tokens, and basically they manage the contributions flow and they reward the contributions as well. So then ICO was announced, which is another AMM, and so it is going to join the other AMMs in the Starknet arena. So it's the AMM scene in Starknet is getting more interesting by the day, and I think they used to be called Sphinx, so they're not a new project, to be honest. They had been developing on Starknet for a while under the name of Sphinx, and now they rebranded, and I think their mainnet launch is also not that far, because they had been already working on the product for a while. So good luck, guys, and looking forward to seeing your AMM being deployed on Starknet. So, guys, are you ready to begin our weekly on-chain gaming magazine? Just give me a couple of minutes, and we start it up. So let's start our on-chain gaming magazine. And yeah, first of all, I want to say that we finally have the winners of the Dojo Holiday Game Jam. So congrats to all of them. Let's have a look at who they are. Okay. So the winners are Pistols at 10 Blocks, Starkane, and Run Hustler Run. We covered them in the past two on-chain gaming magazines, and yeah, we still have the final part that we'll be doing right now in a couple of minutes. But yeah, these games, we already spoke about them in the previous sessions, and yeah, congrats to them. Let's also see also the second and third ranking ranking like the other participants. And yeah, so Pistol at 10 Blocks won the prize for 10k USDC and 15k Starknet tokens. Very good. Then second place prize for 5k USDC at 10k Stark goes to Starkane. Obviously, guys, the Starknet tokens are not live yet. Okay, these are only allocations, but the token is not active, it's not transferable. Okay, it is not live. So be careful of scammers, because there are a lot of scammers promising Starknet tokens for the time being. So already, and definitely they are not legit. So be careful, because for the time being there is no Starknet token in the market. So the third place prize goes to Run Hustler Run, 1k USDC and 5k Stark. And then there are the different positions for the different tracks. So for our Rams track, the price for 7.5k in Lords is split between Plague Survivor and Castle Exapolis. For our the Dope Wars track price of 5k in paper, the winner is Run Hustler Run. The team also backed a set of dope NFTs from the Dope Wars collection. Then the winner, of the Brick NFT track for 3k USDC is ARS.Earth. Congratulations to the ARS Earth team. And yeah, we also saw this project, which is an augmented reality project where you basically project your ducts everywhere, your ducts on the real life, right? As if they were Pokemon, And yeah, it was very cool. We saw that in our Dojo Game Jam analysis. And then for the Pixel Low track price of $250 in USDC, the winner is Pixel Low 2024. Congrats to MetaCat 00.007. So yeah, then there are the different track winners. Once again, Starkane in the AW research track. Then Plug Survivor and Slayer for integrating the Pragma verifiable random function. Then for the Web3 MQ track price, we have a split between Mississippi Mini and Loot Dungeon. Then finally, for the cartridge track price of 3K USDC, the winner is Starkane once again. So Starkane won a lot of prizes. Congrats, guys. And yeah, so once again, thank you to all the participants. Again, we are amazed at the effort and level of quality for all the submissions for the events. Keep an eye out for our next Game Jam and other events and releases from Dojo. Cool, guys. This was a very epic Dojo Game Jam. And yeah, let's also finish analyzing it because, in the past 2 weeks, we analyzed the jam in parts because it was such a long, long list of projects that took part in this gaming hackathon. So we couldn't cover it in one session. But now we miss only a couple of projects. But before moving to those projects, we need to mention that also the Dojo gaming engine was updated to the version 0.5.0. And so what changed? There are different changes. So Cairo One account supported by Evolve. So use module instead of file path for Habigen, and different changes. Breaking changes, generate GraphQL attributes are now properly camel cased. And note, Katana does not support RPC v6 yet, and such is incompatible, and as a result, it is incompatible with Starkly. Okay, very good. So back to our Dojo Gaming Jam analysis. So there was a Stark Inu. What is Stark Inu? Okay, Star Kino is an on-chain casino-style game built on top of Dojo and using Pragma verifiable random function. And yeah, so it is a dice game, right? Or no, or is a betting game, I suppose. Okay. But so with randomly generated multipliers, deposit into the bank to place your bet and test your luck. Okay. I thought it was a dice game, and maybe there is another one, which is a dice game. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the video. Okay. Yeah, it is just an automatic bet, I guess. Yeah, it is pure gambling. And yeah. Then we had Sanmoku Dojo, which is, I suppose, something like an on-chain Sudoku, I suppose. Let's see. So Sanmoku Dojo tic-tac-toe on-chain. Okay, it is a tic-tac-toe game. And yeah, let's okay. The Very good. So Samoku Dojo stands as a pioneering fully on-chain bar game powered by the Dojo engine and Starknet. Our platform offers an innovative gaming experience founded on blockchain principles, ensuring transparency, security, and decentralized gameplay. Cool. Then we have Loot Auto Chess, which is a chess game that aims to bring an auto battler into the Rams ecosystem. So instead of having, the chess, how do you say, like the chess items, let's say, the chess classic statues, you have these monsters from the Loot Survivor game. And yeah, this is quite cool. So you can, I suppose, you can blend it with NFTs, and yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting game inside the Loot Survivor, definitely, and it looks pretty fun. I'm not clicking on links today because it's gonna take us a while if we start playing with it. But yeah, let's have a look at the trailer. This is the coding behind it. Okay, let me see. Okay, then you see the different monsters, how you move them in the game. I think that yeah, they're also automatic. Yeah, so there's some AI behind it. So yeah, I think this could be a very fun game inside, very fun mini game inside the Rams autonomous world, and precisely inside the Loot Survivor game, which is very beloved by the Starknet crowd, especially by our friend Hodin. Shout out to him. And yeah, so we have the last two games. The first one is, rather than a game, it is a governance hub for the gaming scene. So yeah, which is the Dojo Governance Hub. So built on the robust architecture of Frontinus House encoded in Dojo, our world governance module, RAM's Governance Hub, revolutionizes the altering of attributes and parameters in games developed using the Dojo on-chain engine on Starknet. Operating fully on-chain, this module establishes a democratic process where community members can propose alterations by submitting a BIP on Frontino's house. Upon proposal submission, a community-wide vote ensues, utilizing on-chain voting mechanisms that involve the burning of gas fees for added transparency. Once the vote concludes, the game parameters are seamlessly adjusted in accordance with the past BIP consensus. Join us. So BIP stands for Biblioteca Improvement Proposal, if I remember well. Biblioteca DAO is the DAO behind RAMS. And yeah, so join us in shaping the future of games developed using the Dojo engine on Starknet through decentralized and community-driven governance. So for more info, check their GitHub out and also the demo. Actually, let's have a look if we can have a look at the, no. Okay. Then last but not least, we have Cosmic Quest, so Realms of Knowledge, which is a quest about the Realms Autonomous World. And so we create this on-chain game. It is a Ohio Dojo Game Jam project. It might be the world's first quiz game on the Realms world, answering questions to explore multiverse, featuring composability to integrate into other games as well, showcasing commercial potential. This is quite interesting because, yeah, this is very powerful because you can use this as a like tool of as an educational tool to educate, to form new not only new developers, new gaming developers, but also and foremost new gamers, you know. So yeah, why making a quiz game? Because on-chain game for now is different to play. Obviously, I mean, Web2 gamers, like normal, let's say normal gamers, the ones who play Web2 games, they don't know how Web3 works. So definitely they need educational resources, the educational material, and yeah, we need a simple and intuitive way to onboard more users, like our friends and family. I hope this game is simple and fun enough for my grandpa, as it's the first on-chain game he's ever played in his life. How to play: connect your Starknet wallet like Argent or Bravos to log in, choose your answer to each question till treasure quits being triggered. Embark on your exploratory journey through parallel universe. Different universes, different values and insights. You can find Little Prince universe, Zuzalo universe, longevity universe, and much more. Not only healing warmth, but also wisdom from the crypto great minds. So this can be used not only for the Dojo Chain engine, for the Dojo gaming universe, but also for other, like topics and scenes as well. As for sponsors of this game jam, we insert a special page includes your brand's culture into the multiverse, the Dope Wars, Brick NFT, DAX everywhere, and perhaps we could be integrated into your games as being a quiz feature. So this is a very composable project. You can introduce it and you can apply it to different games and different projects as well. They don't have to be gaming related as well. They can be also NFT projects, maybe DeFi projects as well, in order to educate about DeFi in a gamified way. This is definitely something we need. We're already seeing a lot of efforts in this, in this field, such as the Starknet Quest. They achieved like a very big. I don't remember the number, but like more than 200,000 quests that have been completed in the Starknet Quest platform. So these kind of initiatives definitely have some markets, and people are enjoying them. Some of them are playing it. I'm playing with them only for like speculation around the airdrop, but still they're very useful to educate people around the Starknet ecosystem. So we definitely need more of such initiatives. So good luck to the whole, to Valerie and to the whole Cosmic Quest team. So I'm sure you will be doing great things in this year. So guys, we finally finished our analysis of the holiday Dojo Game Jam. It took us a 3-star stream session, but we finally made it. Let me know if you enjoyed the whole analysis, and if you want to replicate it for the next Dojo Game Jams, that hopefully will be many and will be happening soon, very soon this year. The last news of this session is also about gaming, and we are going to see an autonomous world laboratory taking place for the whole month of February in London. And like if you take part in this sort of hackathon, you can win some free tickets and accommodation for the Eat London's week that be taking place in March. There will be definitely something related to Starknet as well during those days. So by participating to this hackathon, to this laboratory, you could win some cool accommodation and also travel grants in order to participate and to be in London during the It Global's hackathon there and the London It Week over there, taking place in mid-March, if I remember well, from the 13th to the 15th. Yeah, actually, the It London Week will be from the 13th of March until the 18th. So let's have a look like hackathon team. There are a total of 7 experimental directions in this autonomous world laboratory. Participating teams are required to explore these 7 directions and develop games, modifications, or frameworks during the hackathon. In order to conduct concept validation, focusing on one or more of the themes mentioned above, so autonomous world NPC, autonomous world physics, autonomous world time, autonomous world governance, off-chain computation, distribution channel, and light client. Quite good. So guys, if you are interested, applications are still open. And yeah, so guys, this session of the Stark stream is over. I hope you really liked it, and hopefully we'll be seeing each other next week for another session. Having said that, thanks a lot for being here, for watching the show, and I wish you a great weekend. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That will help us massively, and you will be doing your part to share the Starknet vibe. All right? So, guys, see you next time. Take care. Bye. See you.